Alright, grade 12s, this is the last trig video for you. This is on solution of triangles with variables involved. It's on page 190 in your new textbook. In the little sample textbook, it's probably late 80s, like 88, around there, 87, 88, I'm not sure. But if we have a look at this sketch now, PS is a vertical line. Okay, so straight away that's implying that this is the 90-degree triangle. So I'm going to draw that out. PSQ with H, theta given. That's all that's been given. We know that line is going to be equal in the bottom. Then SQR lies in the horizontal plane. So that one. So SQ R, those are equal, so we already know we're going to be able to work with that corner angle R, and then everything else, so they've given everything on the diagram. All right, so it says for A, show that QR equals 2H tan theta cos alpha. So QR is this piece here, this bottom side here, and now it's suddenly got to bring in an H from the top, a theta from the top, which means we're going to have to look at our link side QS in both. So we need to find some information about QS. But before we do that, let's go through and have a look at what else we know. We know that this is going to be alpha because you have an isosceles triangle here. So angles opposite equal sides. And then that this is going to be 180 minus 2 alpha. This corner angle there is 90, so this one's got to be 90 minus theta. All right, so 90 minus theta, alpha over there, and 180 minus 2 alpha. All right, so we're trying to find QS, our link side. So the link between the two triangles where they overlap is QS. So I'm going to try to find QS in this top triangle first, the red one, because that's where I've got the most information from, and also I need to get the theta and the H into the bottom green triangle because that's where QR is. So I'm going to start here with QS. All right, and let's see, we've got opposite over adjacent from theta. So tan theta equals QS over H. So QS is equal to tan theta times H if I rearrange it. So there's my link side already. All right, then I'm going to be able to work with the green triangle QS. What's opposite QS? It's going to be alpha, and QR is 180 minus 2 alpha. But before we do that, we need to first tell the marker how we got that alpha. So SRQ is equal to alpha because of angles opposite equal sides. And angle QSR is 180 minus 2 alpha, angles of a triangle. Please show that. All right, so then we can work with QR over sine 180 minus 2 alpha. Please put in a bracket. Otherwise, you will lose marks there. And then we're working with QS, our link side, across from sine alpha. I want to use my link side so I can bring in stuff from the red triangle at the top. So QR is going to be equal to QS times sine 180 minus 2 alpha. Please use brackets over sine alpha. Alright, so now QS we can replace it with H tan theta, and sine 180 minus, that's in sine's quadrant, so it becomes sine 2 alpha all over sine alpha. Expand that double angle to 2 sine alpha cos alpha all over sine alpha. Now we can cancel our sines and we're left with H tan theta 2 cos theta, sorry, not theta, alpha. And so I'm just going to bring the 2 to the front. It's 2H tan theta cos alpha, which is what they wanted us to get to. That's our question. I'll show that. All right, then it says for B, if theta is 45, alpha is 30 and h is root 3, determine the length of QR without the use of a calculator. So even if you couldn't do the show that, you can then use it in question B. So QR is equal to 2, h is supposed to be root 3, tan of 45 degrees is a special angle, cos of 30 degrees is a special angle. All right, so then we are working with 2 root 3 times by 1 times by root 3 over 2, which is nice because then we have 2 over 1 times 1 is 2 root 3 over 1 times root 3 over 2. And so then those 2's cancel. Root 3 times root 3 is 3 units. All right, so that's it, worked out. So you can then start from this point on exercise 2, which in the new textbook is on page 192. In the old textbook, I think it's page 89 in the sample textbook, and you can do questions A to E. Practice as many as you can of these. If you want to do more, it does go up all the way to I. The more you practice, the better you get at it. But these ones are essential to practice. They're very common ones. All right, there is also another example. Example 3 in your textbook is on page 191 of the new textbook, and that has another worked example for you, so you can use it as extra advice. It also uses more of the rules, the sine rule, the cosine rule there. All right, so matrix, that is it for trig. Done. And you can just get practicing.